Hello there, my Capricorn collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Capricorns. What do you got going on? What do you got going on, Capricorn? There's that beautifully stagnant energy with you. Hey, bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. So what's up? What's up, Cappies? Over there, Capricorn, there's a Ten of Wands. Ooh, you've been busy, busy, busy. I like this. You got the Chariot vibes there with the Magician energy. Oh, look at that. This is that emphasis with regard to like partnership energy, Capricorn. Self-producing, self-publishing, or some of you just staying the fuck single. Take what's yours and leave what's not here, Capricorn. Because I don't feel like you're going to be single for long, but mindful of like your options or your opportunities. You know what I mean, Capricorn? So between all that, there's the Two of Pentacles. Watch your favorite astrologer. Some of you with the Two of Pentacles, this is how do you look at retrogrades? I know that's cheesy as fuck, but I mean, what do you do? What do you focus on with regard to this? It's interesting. King of Pentacles, investing in yourself, taking your time. Interesting astrology. There's the Ace of Cups energy. Oh, there's the Seven of Swords. There's the Scorpio vibes. There's the Queen of Cups. There's the Four of Wands. What a mercy. When Scorpio was in Saturn, I think a lot of you, it was interesting with regard to relationships, partnerships, especially if you had like a Scorpio North Node or a Scorpio Rising, Scorpio Moon, Capricorn. Some of you with regard to like the relationships or partnerships energy. Focusing on what was important to you. Because a lot of you Capricorns, I feel like how you date with regard to like options or opportunities with you, you're switching the vibes up on that. This is why I do feel like a lot of you are single, and you've kind of started focusing on yourself, and you're liking the abundance energy. So some of you could just not be dating just to save money. It could be as simple as that. You're like investing it back into yourself, or there's options or opportunities that you're interested in. I feel like be optimistic with regard to options or opportunities. I think you'll date. I don't feel like you shouldn't date, but I think you'll be very mindful of the relationships or partnerships that you choose. And a lot of you, it's different from what you normally do. This isn't romantic vibes with you. This could be really good work options or work opportunities as well. So send in those resumes, do those interviews, go to those auditions, whatever your vibe is. Three of Swords, the Tower there with the... See, I feel like a lot of you are single. And you're kind of liking that single vibe with you. Because I always feel the singularity energy. This is kind of putting yourself first as well. Because I'm loving the Seven of Pentacle vibes. Because you notice on the Aquarius, there's 7 stars. So, damn Capricorn. I don't feel like you're the messy energy with regard to options or opportunities when it comes to you, Capricorn. And I feel like that's what switches up the vibes with you. Those of you, Scorpio, when Scorpio was in Saturn, or you have like a Scorpio rising or a Scorpio moon. Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, Judgment vibes, the Nine of Cups. Some of you really good work vibes here. So I feel like you were the one sending out your resumes before everyone else realized things weren't really working out. You're kind of the anomaly, which is rather interesting here, Capricorn. Knight of Pentacles, the inconclusive Ten of Swords. There's the King of Swords vibe. You're like the anomaly. Because you focused on what was important. And that's what you invested your time, energy, and effort into. Some of you, I feel like it's yourself. So you get a great option, you get a great opportunity, and you figure out how to turn that into a positive vibe for you. Ace of Wands, Temperance Angel there with the Six of Wands. You're definitely ahead of the rest. And that's what makes all the difference. So this is like you start sending out your resumes and you get the job offer, the job opportunity, while everyone else is like stuck or stagnant. Pisces, the Empress, there with the Eight of Wands, there with the Eight of Pentacles, there with the Fool vibes. There to the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes it pays to be the person that's kind of out there doing their own thing. For a lot of you, this brings about really interesting options or opportunities. This I definitely feel like is like self-producing, self-publishing as well. So you like switch up the dynamics on things. A lot of you learning to trust your instincts and your intuition as well. Some of you are just liking the single vibe. Some of you could just stop dating just to save money. So whatever decisions you're making, you're basing them on like what's positive for you. So you're investing more in yourself than maybe you are with regard to other options or opportunities. And that changes the vibe. This is like you're sending out your resumes before everyone else does. So you get like the better choice of options or opportunities, especially when it comes to like work vibes. So you were paying attention. You were paying attention. There's a cleverness to this that I don't think people realized. So a lot of you, this is if you don't get promoted at the workplace that you're in, then maybe you're sending out your resumes to other places to get the promotion that you want. So you're like ahead of the vibes on this. King of Cups, the Hangman, the Seven of Cups. When everyone else was stuck or stagnant, you were focusing here. There's a lot of intuitive vibes on this as well. Those of you, if you have like Scorpio, rising moon, or Venus, or with regard to your Vedic astrology, I feel like this has kind of helped guide you along. Especially with Saturn in Scorpio, or Scorpio in Saturn. Queen of Wands, Five of Cups. Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Emperor vibe, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands. There with the World vibe. The Aries energy with you. Now we have Aries and Neptune. So this is like a really smart sort of vibe with you. Aries and Neptune feels like you're as cold as ice. So, damn copies. Damn copies. The World, the Six of Pentacles. Nine of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. Page of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Leo vibe. You've been focusing on this for a minute, Capricorn. You really have. A lot of abundant energy. It's a very fertile vibe with you as well, Capricorn. Date, don't date. I don't know that your singularity necessarily is like when it comes to like relationships or partnerships. Some of you, when it comes to like the work dynamics, so maybe if you're not dating in the workplace, or some of you, you're compartmentalizing things now. Some of you, I feel like you just stopped dating to save money. So you're not going out because, you know, it's not worth your time, energy, or attention just to get the sort of runaround vibes when it comes to the Cups energy. I do feel like be optimistic when it comes to like options or opportunities. But I feel like you switch that up and that changes everything. You're definitely ahead of the vibe. So you're like sending out your resumes, you're doing interviews before everyone else kind of pays attention to what they need to be paying attention to. And whatever your focus is, because this is what I find interesting about you, Capricorn. It's you just started focusing on something. I feel like it's like you find the perfect exercise program, or the perfect diet that you like, or it's something that you like and you were able to kind of make it work for you. So those of you, if you're still focusing on your New Year's resolutions, it's kind of like finding what works and staying focused on it. Really interesting work vibes, but you do have to mush through a lot of very stuck, stagnant energy. Because what was covering you was the Ten of Wands. So it wasn't easy, but this is definitely what brings about like better options or better opportunities with you. I like the work vibes. I like the work vibes. A lot of instinct and intuition energy as well with you. Those of you, if you have a Scorpio rising or Scorpio moon, I feel like you avoided staying stuck or stagnant with regard to the water energy. Or maybe in your Vedic astrology as well. Some of you could have seriously just stopped dating because you couldn't afford it. So there was something else you were working towards. I mean, I don't feel like anything about this with you is really all that dramatic. It was more like sensible decisions to bring in better options or better opportunities. This is like you don't get the promotion where you're working at, so you just apply for that job somewhere else, and then you get like the option or the opportunity. But you pulled focus before everybody else was like paying attention. This is rather unexpected when it comes to you. So this is that boss up energy with you. And with Aries and Neptune, most definitely. Most definitely a fun vibe, Capricorn. And on top of that, there's the Eight of Swords. Yeah, trusting your instincts and your intuition. Four of Cups there with the Ten of Cups. Five of Swords to the Eight of Cups there to the Hierophant. Ooh, the Virgo vibes with you. Virgo and Scorpio, really interesting. This is really good work vibes, work options, work opportunities. Some of you could have basically stopped dating just to save money, or there was something more that you were focused on. I don't, if someone's trying to figure you out, I don't think it's really quite working, because I don't feel like you're really that complicated. You know what I mean? You just started focusing on what was important to you. Love can build a bridge. between your heart and mine. Ooh. That's why some of you have been in this energy for a minute. You've been in this energy for a minute. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Yeah, model, artist, curator. Model, artist, curator. So some of you with boss vibes, I definitely feel like there's like a hierarchy when it comes to this energy with you, with the Hierophant there with the Emperor vibes. I like this. Those of you, if you're not getting the promotion where you're at, maybe you're applying for that position somewhere else. So that way you're not having to kind of be promoted within the job that you have. You're just going to go get the promotion. And that's going to be where you start when it comes to a new option or a new opportunity with you. This is also that once you start getting this attention, everyone kind of wants to be in your vibe. There's something very interesting and unique when it comes to you. So keep that energy to yourself. It's a abundant energy. But damn. Some of you when it comes to the workplace energy, I feel like that Emperor energy, some of you, someone's not liking the fact that you're getting this attention. Someone definitely feels like they missed out on an option or opportunity with you, but they kind of weren't paying attention to you anyway. So this is like how many times you go for that promotion before you just decide to try to apply for it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords. See, I feel like the Gemini energy with you is just the freedom to choose. So those of you that's been prioritizing things differently, really does make a fun vibe with you. Everyone should be in this energy, Capricorn, honestly. And I like it for you. Date. I think the emphasis on partnerships doesn't really have a whole lot to do with you. But I feel like how you're looking at relationships or partnerships is different as well. I feel like there's more of a serious vibe when it comes to you with that 10 of Cups. So I think you're going to date. And that's what makes the difference. Better options, better opportunities. Self-produced, self-published, focusing on yourself. Because seriously, with that 7 of Pentacles, some of you could have just stopped dating because you couldn't afford it. So you just started focusing here on yourself. Or with regard to like options or opportunities. Definitely a positive vibe when it comes to work energy with you. So you can't get the promotion that you want where you're at. You just apply for the position somewhere else. And, you know, do those interviews, do those auditions, send in those resumes, whatever the hell your vibe is. The Hierophant there and the Emperor energy aren't going to like the fact that you're like getting this chance to do your own thing. That's why I feel like there's promotion energy on this with you. Better options, better opportunities. Way too much secondary vibes, so slough off that energy, Capricorn. You don't need it. You don't need it. This is the far more serious side when it comes to you. That brings about a lot of interesting options or opportunities. I like this vibe. I like this vibe with you, Capricorn. Pulling the Lovers vibe. I mean, honestly, date. But I think you'll be dating. So even how you look at like relationships or partnerships is going to be different. But the Gemini energy is just, you're not feeling stuck or stagnant. You're actually making like your own choices. Self-producing, self-publishing. Or if you can't get the promotion where you're at, apply for the position somewhere else. So that way you're not trying to work towards that position. So some of you could have been taking classes, going to school, maybe finishing up a degree, or focusing on what was important to you. Once you're out of that vibe, you're definitely missed. So I definitely feel like you're talented. You're very good at what you do, but very underappreciated. Underappreciated and underpaid. Anything else for Capricorn here? Three of Swords, the Nine of Cups. They're the Judgment vibe. Your energy is missed. I feel like you're really good at what you do, but you weren't really appreciated. And this brought about some interesting options or opportunities with you. There's the Tower vibe. There's the Aquarius energy. Ooh, if you got Aquarius in your astrology, Aquarius is kind of interesting. Aquarius is really interesting. Up there with the Four of Wands. Again, this feels like self-producing, self-publishing. Some of you with regard to like options or opportunities. You really had to focus on this. So this was sending out resumes. This was doing the interviews, doing the auditions, focusing on what was important, and making some really smart choices. It's all about the Nine of Cups energy with you. So I feel like you're going to find happiness, whatever that is when it comes to you. Especially with regard to partnerships. But I feel like it's more of like an equal vibe when it comes to you. Because the Hierophant there and the Taurus vibe don't like that. But it kind of feels like if you didn't get the promotion where you're at, you go somewhere else where you start at the level that you were trying to aspire to. And that made all the difference with you. Healthy choices. Some of you work-life balance as well. So instead of putting in all that overtime, you're going to go somewhere where basically what you would make at overtime, you make as your base salary. You know what I mean? Capricorn here. Who stopped dating just because they're just saving money? So those of you, if you just stopped dating because you're saving money, I feel like that kind of changed up how you viewed it as well. So maybe if you're dating, you're going to be kind of, I don't want to say a cheap date, but you're not going to spend as much. Especially with regard to all the relationships or partnerships that really weren't worth all that time, energy, or effort. And I feel like once you kind of focus on this, you like this energy. So some of you could be doing more like free dates or just a coffee or something like that. I feel like how you date, how you look at things has completely changed. And it just changes everything with regard to you. Oh, what's your favorite astrology? Aquarius vibes. And those of you, if you had a Scorpio, rising moon, or Venus when Scorpio was in Saturn, most definitely. Most definitely with regard to options or opportunities. Ooh. But you had to do the fucking work, though, Capricorn. So, damn. You're really good at what you do. And when you're not doing it, it's noticed. You're not that complex. You're not that complicated. I feel like your decision-making was basically what just made more sense to you. So you stop dating to save money. It's as simple as that. Or instead of having to put in all the overtime, you applied for a position that paid you what you made putting in all that overtime. So it's kind of like finding a work-life balance with regard to you as well. I say date, but if you are dating, I feel like you're just dating. So you're probably going on a lot of dates. So there's no like romantic energy there yet. You're just dating. Ooh. Because I love the Seven of Pentacle vibes with you. And you have the Seven of Pentacle vibe right there on that Aquarius vibe. Peace, love, and light, Capricorn. The drama isn't with you.